Hello, this is Prophet Ambi Glow, and I just wanted to come on here really quickly because I told you I would come back. It's my book. I told you I was gonna get up on here and tell you and show you my book. So it's only 100 pages. It's a quick read, and y'all, I don't know how to sell things, right? So I don't know how to like promote it. It's a good book. If you go, I'm gonna link the Amazon, and it's at pretty much any store that you can go into. Um, Read the back cover. It is so good. It's a really, really good, open, honest, transparent book. I have journal entries over the past eight 8 years since 2016. God told me to include this in my book. And it's basically my walk and my journey with learning about God, with learning who God is, with learning about life and going on a kingdom spouse um, journey. It's really about, genuinely, it's mostly about my kingdom spouse journey. It's about finding love because that's all I wanted. God had placed that desire in my heart, and I mean, ever since I was a child, that was it. And people who God placed around me, in a lot of ways, didn't know how, like, they didn't know, like, I don't want to say how to handle me. Um, but sometimes God does that. Sometimes God places his chosen in a certain area, and he sees the way people treat you, right? He sees the way how they talk about you and how they hurt you, and he knows that they did you wrong. They mishandled you. Um they did not, they took you for granted, all these things. And so this is really what this book is about, and this is like how I speak, how I, because I'm a writing prophet, I write all the time to God. So when I'm writing, God is speaking to me. God speaks to me that way, for the most part. Um, and it's just a really good book. You guys, go to Amazon, go to the store. You'll be able to see it in the store. I'm sure it's going to be in like a Christian section. Um, but read the back cover. I want you to read the back cover. Um, and you'll get a good sense of what this book is about. Um, but yeah, it's it's so crazy. Like, I'm an author, and by faith, I am a best-selling author. Okay, by faith, because that God can do it. My God is a big God, baby. The God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, baby, he is a big God, and I've just been living in the overflow. Like, look, y'all, I came up on here. I forgot I had my little sunflower in the whole time, and I just turned on the camera. I literally just got on, turned on the camera just so I can talk because I wanted this to be quick and to the point. But I love you guys. I'm very excited for what God is doing. Finally, I get like the tangible things that my like faith is working, because of course my faith is working and I'm getting the fruit, and I have like love, patience, kindness, gentleness. Like, I got all of that, joy, like I got all of that. But sometimes people don't see it, and they like take that for granted, and then they're like, how is God speaking to her when da 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 da? Like, it's all these things. And it's like, I've just been so low for so long. But I decree and declare that this season of lack is over. Jesus. I I have been waiting for a breakthrough, and I've been praying and praying and praying. and believing that God is going to do it. And he's saying, now is the time. Now is the time. So I thank you guys. I thank you guys for listening and watching. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for supporting me. If you sow into my ministry, if you sow to help me in any part in my stage, look, God is going to bless you. I know, because he has blessed me in many ways. This is very fertile ground. Very, very fertile ground. I tell you all the time, I'm very passionate, and anything that I speak, it's always because God tells me to get on, because I have the authority to speak about it. I don't ever speak about something that I'm not currently going through or have went through or anything like that. But God really is doing it. He said he would do it swiftly. He said you would have wisdom and knowledge faster than the people around you, than most people. That's what he said. And yeah, and it's literally happening. And even today he confirmed, he said it's near. Like, he was talking about the promises. And he said it's near. And I know they're coming. So you guys, please get the book. It helps me. I mentioned in my last video that I am moving in a few days. And I know God is going to provide. But if he wants to provide through you, I thank him so much. I thank you so much for being obedient. We have to, if we want to receive like real blessings of God, it's just biblical that we have to give. And that's not like I'm giving to get something. No. It's a form of worship. So he wants a cheerful giver. When you sow into ministry, when you sow into God's people, he sees and he blesses. I've lived and I've grown up in a family that has been very stingy, and I see the fruit of that, which is not from God, of course. It's like, okay, well, we don't have much, but it makes sense because we don't really give to God's people. But ever since I've started giving, I see it in my own life. Like, God truly makes miracles happen. So I thank you. I thank you. This is literally proof. When I had nothing, when I was living in my car a few months ago, you guys seen it. I was writing this book and I had no idea it was actually going to happen. Praise be to him, the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. But that is all. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to show you the book. But thank you so much. So if you feel led, all my information is in the description. The book is in the description. You can go to the store and buy the book. I love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you most of all to the Most High God for being my Redeemer, from pulling me out of nothing, from pulling me out of sin. I was on the path. I was on the path down. And I tell God all the time, I remember how dark it was. I remember how dark it was. I remember being in my depression and anxiety. Y'all, I had depression since as early as I can remember. And it's written in the book. I write about it in the book. My life story is in the book. Even my intimate talks with God, they are in this book. And he told me to release it because it was going to save people. I remember how dark it was, and he brought me to the light. So I thank him. I thank him all the way. So thank you so much. Please sow if you feel led to. It's going to happen. If God told you something, a steady hand for a sudden blessing. It is going to happen. Okay? I love you with the love of Christ. Bye.